Alright, hey guys, Godzilla from Hell here, and we are back with the last of the Kanto starters for my moveset videos. Now, here is a Pokemon that is near and dear to my heart. This is Mega Blastoise. Now, I know they've all been Megas, but that's simply because it honestly is one of the best ways to run them, the way I personally like to run them. You can run them other ways, but I like the Megas. I was worried how they look, but no, I like them now. So, like I was saying, Mega Blastoise, Pokemon near and dear to my heart. This is actually the first Pokemon I ever picked. Was a Squirtle back when I first got Pokemon Blue. I remember he was my first level 100. This was before I knew about rare candies and everything, so I absolutely adore Blastoise. And his moveset, his Mega Evolution, is amazing. I absolutely worship this thing. It's a very, very big threat. Mainly because of his ability, his stats too, but this ability really is a beautiful ability. Any Pokemon with the ability Mega Launcher needs to be taken seriously. It can catch your team off guard with how much damage it'll actually do with its attacks. The Pulse Sphere moves are very powerful. That's the word I was looking for. There's no real weak one. Water Pulse is one of the weaker ones, but it's got a great side effect. So let's go right into his moveset. It's a very traditional moveset, but it's the moveset I've always loved to run on Mega Blastoise, and I feel like it is the most viable. So we start out with Aura Sphere, just a great, powerful move. Even without stab, it hits a massive 120 because of the Mega Launcher. Now think of that. A 100% accurate 120 power move with no drawbacks. That's amazing. That's crazy. Dark Pulse, very similar. Can be messed with because it does have an accuracy check, but is a 100%. Again, a 120, 100% with a 20% chance to flinch. Great coverage. Dark fighting, really, really good coverage. I'm not sure if Fairy resists it. I don't know. It might. I think Fairy resists fighting. I'm not sure on Dark. Still getting used to the Fairy type. I know it's been about a year, but Fairy's weird. And here's a terrifying stab move. It hits ridiculous numbers. Ridiculous numbers. Well in the 100s. His most powerful attack, I believe. I think the 50% bonus from stab puts it at 90, and then the 50% bonus from the Mega Launcher puts it at 135. So it is a very, very strong water attack with the 20% chance to confuse. It is not to be taken lightly. Now here's where the last move is a bit tricky. You can run Rapid Spin to take advantage of his ability to de-hazard the field, for lack of a better term, which is very, very useful. Very useful. In the Showdown metagame right now, or the Pokemon metagame. But there are other moves, let's get that right, that you can place in this category. You could always go for Flash Ganon to catch the fairies off guard. While it doesn't get the boost, it's still a very good move. It's definitely an option. You could always go for Hidden Powers. Never really been on those. Ice Beam is a good one for coverage. Miracle could be a really bastardy move. I mean, anything that reflects damage with a multiplier, so those are bad. Those are very bad moves to be hit by. That's why I don't like Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet can go fuck itself. We could always run, Protect a Scout's never a bad idea. Refresh is always useful. I prefer to have a Cleric as my whole team's Cleric versus an individual one, but it's up to you. Rest for some good recovery. Roar. I have run Roar on this thing. My personal Mega Blastoise has Roar most of the time. I've run Rapid Spin, but Roar is my real go-to. I like to be able to phase Pokemon out. If something's getting too strong, Mega Blastoise can come in, take a hit, roar it out. OHKOing Mega Blastoise is very tough to do. You can go for Toxic to cripple Pokemon, or Yawn to phase them out as well. Now, Yawn isn't as direct of the phase, but it will put them to sleep if they don't get out, so they're kind of forced to phase out. You can also run, instead of Water Pulse, you can run Scald, you can always run Signal Beam in that last slot. There's a lot of options. But let's go to his EVs to finish this up. His EVs are pretty straightforward. He's kind of like a Mega Venusaur, but not as bulky, but hits harder. That's basically the way this thing kind of works. Base 79 HP versus the 80 is, again, respectable when you max it out. It gets to a pretty good number. His base defense is 120. I believe Mega Venusaur's was like 150. No, it was like 130. It was very high. So that was a little bit lower, but when you put numbers into it, it gets high. Put 80 in that. Bold Nature hits about 325. That's pretty good. Spec Attack, uninvested, neutral nature, hits 306. That's amazing, especially for a tank. So that's a very good number there. And on his special defense, base 115, which is very good. Max out, or I should say max out, but dump the rest of the EVs into that, and you hit a decent 310. What this means is he'll take hits fairly well on both sides of the spectrum, physical and special, with the ability to hit back very hard, pretty much with good or if not perfect neutral coverage. Again, I'm not sure about Azumarill. Azumarill might be like the best stop to all these starters. I don't think Azumarill can't hit you though. A Belly Drum Play Rough probably hurt like a bastard, but that's where I would have Roar. See, that's why I like Roar on this thing, because I could live it and then get him out. And now he's just wasted a Belly Drum, put himself at 50%. So, I hope you enjoy these videos. I'm done with the Kanto starters. I will jump into the Johto starters next time. Alright, thanks for watching, and peace out.